Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I don't wish to withdraw. Honorable Chair, in the principal bill, the political party fund is divided as follows. Total votes count 80%. Number of candidates from special interest, 15%. Fund administration, 5%. In the proposed bill, what has happened is 70% goes to the number of total votes cast in the general election, 15% to special interest groups, 10% to elected representatives, and 5% to fund administration. Honorable Chair, if we look at the realm of developing parties, if we look at enhancing democracy and building on it, if we want to grow parties like that of Honorable Amunyinyi, let us say they don't bring an elected member to any of the forums, but they get so much votes. Are you telling us that they will not get any funds? Honorable Speaker, in my judgment as a legislator, this thing is discriminatory, and it must not just be passed in fiat that people have already cast their position on this. For that reason, Honorable Chair, I beg to move and say that this particular amendment must be rejected. Thank you.
Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 15 be deleted as proposed by the Honorable Dida Raso, member for SAPCO. Honorable members, is it the mood of the House that we put the question? Honorable members, I now put the question that clause 15 be deleted as proposed by the Honorable Dida Raso, member for SACU. Will as members of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The nays have it. Honorable members, the proposals to delete having been negative, we will now proceed with the proposals to amend by the leader of majority.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 15 be amended as per the order paper, and the essence of this is basically to correct a drafting error in a bill, which, if you look at the bill, at C, it inserts a new 2A and retains the 2 in the main act, in the principal act. So we would end up with 2 provisions in the same act. So it's a tidying up, first of all, by deleting B, then moving what was in the bill as a 2B becomes now B, and then we delete what is C. It's purely tidying up, and we had already explained the rationale. This is already, we explained that in a second stage, which also means that when we pass this, the provisions now in the principal act that a party must have 20 senators, those big numbers, will now go, and a party only requires to have an elected member in the National Assembly or in the Senate or an elected governor or in a county assembly to participate in a fund, so that the political party's fund stops being the kitty for the big boys, if you like, and becomes a kitty for every party. Okay? So big boys and big girls. So that is basically a cleaning up, because as it is, we read up with 2 conflicting provisions within the law. So Honorable Speaker, I beg to move and seek the support of everyone across the divide.
The honorable leader of majority, just hold on. Just hold on. You have two proposals to this clause 15. You have the one that is amending, and then you have the one that is proposing to delete 15C. Have you moved both?
Yes, indeed. I move both because in the current C is what I'm moving to B.
Very well.
Then, so C becomes otious, so we delete it.
I now propose the question that clause 15 be amended as proposed by the leader of majority. I will allow some comments on this, considering that the Honorable Dwale has a proposal to this. Honorable members, just listen. Just listen. Just listen. Just be a little patient. It's procedural. The Honorable Dwale has a proposal to amend this also. So it is proper that he should have a say to this. Proceed, the Honorable Dwale.
Chair, I stand to oppose, and the reason is that, Chair, we must build national parties. What Honorable Kimunya, the leader of majority, intends to do is to allow village, ethnic, regional parties to access the political parties fund, to access taxpayers' money, where a bigger party like ODM or UDA have secured. Chair, this should not be allowed because briefcase parties, ethnic parties, for the likes of DAP Kenya, the likes of small parties, you know, even Jubilee will be in that category of a village party in the next election. So we should not allow. If you want to access the taxpayers' money, if you want to access the people's money, you must go out, sell an agenda, win seats and votes, and get the money. This amendment is encouraging ethnic, regional, village parties. I oppose.
The Honorable Alice Wahome also has a proposal to this. She will have a say. The Honorable Alice Wahome, member for Kandara.
Thank you, Chair. We had discussed this, my amendment to clause 15 with the leader of majority, and that what I was proposing in clause 15 is actually adopted by the leader of majority. So I support the leader of majority.
Very well. The Honorable Didmas Barasa also has a proposal to this. He will have his say.
Honorable Chair, I was also just trying to make sure that this clause is very clear in terms of how parties are going to get their money, considering that for the last very many years, we have one party that has conned other parties' money, and that my aim is to streamline on how the funds are going to be shared.
The Honorable Didmas,
and for this,
the Honorable Didmas, just hold on. Just remove that word conned. Just withdraw it and proceed.
They were, okay, I replaced the word con with the word of not being honest, and defrauded them of their money that they were supposed to be given. And for this reason, Honorable Chair, I support the position taken by the leader of majority.
The chair of JLAC, finally, had a proposal to amend this.
Chair, in view of the amendments by leader of majority, my proposed amendments are spent.
Very well. That's correct. Honorable members, then allow me now to put the question that clause 15 be amended as proposed by the leader of majority. Will as members of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Honorable members, the effect of that is that all the other proposals to amend this fall by the way, including the one by the Honorable Dwale falls by the way. So, honorable members, then now allow me to propose that clause 15 as amended be part of the bill. Just hold on, members. Just hold on, members. There's a question here. Before we go to the global question. The Honorable Duale, your proposal to amend paragraph C cannot stand in light of the amendment by the leader of majority because he has amended clause C, which you are proposing to insert some amendment to. Yes. Give him an opportunity. Give him the mic.
Chair, you know, what I'm trying to do is I'm amending paragraph C by inserting a new subsection immediately after subsection 2B. If the leader of majority was deleting, then my amendment could have fallen by the wayside. But he has improved on C, so, you know, Chair, you should tell Amos Kimunya, the member for Kipipiri, to know that when I'm on my feet, I can only listen to the chair or the speaker. No, Cross is talking to me. Anyway, Chair, maybe you guide. Chair, just guide.
Yes, Chair. See, the Honorable Duale, the leader of majority has deleted C, to which you are proposing to make amendments. So your amendment is no longer anchored. So therefore, honorable members, allow me now to put the global question that clause 15 as amended be part of the bill. Will as members of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 16.
I propose the question that clause 16 be part of the bill. There is a proposal by the Honorable Nixon, Korir member for Langata, to delete. The Honorable Nixon, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Chair. For the same reason that I withdrew number 15, Chair, because this is about political parties fund, and we know, Chair, that there are political parties that have been conning other political parties in their coalition, and this clause is curing that problem. I wish to drop this one also, Chair.
The proposal to delete by the Honorable Nixon Korir stands withdrawn. Now we shall have the proposal to amend by the leader of majority.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 16 of the bill be amended as per the order paper. And in addition to what is already provided, that the monies allocated to a coalition party shall be distributed by the registrar in accordance with the coalition agreement, what my amendment in inserting a new bill is basically expanding the number of persons who can be paid by a political party from the funds, the political party's fund, which will now include party election agents or people who are contracted to do work that furthers the objectives. Honorable Chair, the current act, the principal act, limits the amount of money that can be paid, that it cannot be paid to a supporter of a party unless you are a member of staff. But the same act says that the objective of the money is to cover election expenses. Now, you cannot cover election expenses and not then pay agents of the political parties just because they are members of the party. And we know agents are usually members of the party. So what I'm actually doing now is to allow political parties to use the political parties fund to cover the election agents' expenses, and also to cover the costs of party members and supporters who are contracted to offer services to the party for purposes of enhancing the objectives of the party. I expect a full support on this from across the divide.
I propose the question that clause 16 be amended as proposed by the Leader of Majority. I now put the question that clause 16 be amended as proposed by the Leader of Majority. Will as members of that opinion say aye? Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now propose the question that clause 16 as amended be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 16 as amended be part of the bill. Will as members of that opinion say aye? Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 17.
I propose the question that clause 17 be part of the bill. There are two proposals to this by the Honorable Nixon Korir, member for Langata, and the Honorable Dido Raso, member for Saku, which are similar. We shall move with the one by the Honorable Nixon Korir first. The Honorable Nixon, proceed.
Thank you, Chair. I move to propose that this clause be deleted, Chair, because as you can see, Chair, from what even the majority leader is putting across, and in the spirit of sharing resources by political parties, this clause is trying to limit the coverage in terms of publication by political parties on the source of funds from 2 newspapers of wide circulation to 1. It's mischievous, Mr. Chair, while we are opening the space and the information for members of the public to get to know the sources of funds and what the funds are being done, because political parties are now run by taxpayers' money. This clause is proposing to limit information to the members of the public. I propose
the question that clause 17 be amended as proposed by the Honorable Nixon Korir. I put the question that clause 17 be amended as proposed by the Honorable Nixon Korir, member for Langata. Will as members of this opinion say aye? Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? The nays have it. The Honorable Dido Raso, your proposal being similar and on all fours as the one by the Honorable Nixon Korir, it suffers the same fate, and therefore it falls by the way.
Clause 18.
Before we move to clause 18, I now propose the question that clause 17 be part of the bill. Will as members of this opinion say aye? Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 18.
I propose the question that clause 18 be part of the bill. I see a proposal by the Honorable Nixon Korir to delete.
Chair, I wish to withdraw this one.
Very well, the proposal to delete by the Honorable Korir stands withdrawn. There is a proposal by the Chair Jailak, and also one by the Honorable George Karaoke and the Honorable Dido Raso, which are similar. So we will start with the one by the Chair, Jailak. Chair Jailak.
Chair is already, I don't have an amendment on 17. 18. 18 is not withdrawn, is it?
You have an amendment?
Yes, I have, Chair, we have an amendment set out in the order paper, and I propose the amendment set out in the order paper.
You propose?
Honorable members, I propose a question that clause 18 be amended as proposed by the chair. Honorable members, I now put the question that clause 18 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as members of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it. Honorable members, because the proposals by the Honorable George Kariuki and the Honorable Dido Raso are similar to the ones by the chair, JLAC, so therefore they automatically. I now put the last question, that clause 18, as amended, be part of the bill. Will as members of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 19.
I propose the question that clause 19 be part of the bill. There is a proposal by the Honorable Cecil Mbarire and the Honorable Dido Raso to delete this particular clause, and these are similar. So we shall have the Honorable Cecil Mbarire to prosecute.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I wish to move an amendment that we delete clause 19. And the reasons I do that is if you look at clause 31(3) of the original act, it provides that the Auditor General does indeed audit the accounts of political parties. And this is, I think, in view of the fact that political parties will be receiving taxpayers' money. And this bill, proposed bill 6 to amend that particular clause 31(3), which I think is not right. I think political parties' accounts should be audited by Auditor General, especially in cases where they are receiving the political parties' fund, which is taxpayers' money. I move, Chair.
Honorable members, allow me to propose the question that clause 19 be deleted as proposed by the Honorable Cecil Mbarire. The Leader of Majority.
Honorable Chair, I want to oppose the amendment by Honorable Mbarire and also to explain to the members what this amendment actually means. If you look at the Principal Act, at 31(2), that subsection 2, it reads, a political party shall within 3 months at the end of the financial year submit to the Auditor General the accounts of the political party in respect of that year. Now, what had happened, in 3, it goes further and says that the accounts of every political party shall be audited annually by the Auditor General, which is a repetition, and shall be submitted to the registrar and tabled in the National Assembly. Now, we know that every organization, when you submit your accounts to the Auditor General, it is for only one purpose, for the Auditor General to audit and report to the National Assembly. So it is actually a duplication, but that was also not very clear who will submit to the registrar, who will submit to the Parliament, and it was causing confusion. So in the tidying up of the Act, this is one of the things that was flagged as one of the things that required to be removed. So we don't lose anything. Every political party under Section 2 will have to submit the accounts to the Auditor General. The Auditor General is obligated to audit every account sent to him and report to the National Assembly. So, and then, if you also look at 34C within the Act, it also obligates the registrar of political parties, and for avoidance of doubt, I want to read that to members. One of the functions of the registrar is to ensure publication of audited accounts of political parties. So the registrar is covered in 34C of the Principal Act. The Auditor General is covered within 31(2), and the political party, they are enjoined there, and then the Auditor General is to the House. And now the confusion that was being caused by 3 in terms of duplication and not telling who takes it to the Auditor General, who takes it to the Registrar, or who brings the Parliament, is now removed by declaring this thing that was redundant, deleted from the Principal Act. So that is the essence of the deletion in the bill. And I want to tell members, I'm an auditor, so I know what I'm saying. So we vote no.
The Honorable Duale.
Chair, I think the principle in this particular matter is that the office of the Registrar of Political Parties is an independent office, 1. 2, the funds that are being discussed in this particular article are taxpayers' money, allocated and appropriated by this House. And I think it's only fair that the Auditor General, like now the way it is, the Registrar submits, the Auditor General submits to this House submits it to the relevant committee, whether it is the special funds or the Public Accounts Committee. And I think with that, I think we need to move and agree with for the first time, whether he's an auditor or not, that's not the matter for discussion. Agree with the leader that at all times, public money and taxpayers' money, now that is being given to village parties, the village parties must account for.
The Honorable Babu Owino. The Honorable Babu Owino.
Honorable Speaker, I support. Sorry. Honorable Speaker, concerning, just keep quiet, I dispense knowledge carelessly. Honorable Speaker, I want to stand to oppose the amendment by Honorable Cecil, and I would like to say clearly, Honorable Speaker, that today, at least for today, we are sending the miscreant gang of the Tangatanga MPs into political oblivion. And Honorable Speaker, it's my time to speak.
The Honorable Babu.
Honorable Speaker.
Order.
Honorable Speaker, oblivion, I'm the one who's speaking.
Order.
Just keep quiet, I'm the one who's speaking. And Honorable Speaker.
Take the mic. Order, members. Order. Order, members. Order. Order, members. Order. Let's proceed, members. Members, allow me then. Members, allow me to put the question that clause 19 be deleted as proposed by the Honorable Cecil Mbarire. Will as members of this opinion say aye? Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? The nays have it. So that the proposal by the Honorable Dido Raso suffers the same fate. We shall now have the proposal by the Chair Jailak. Honorable members, you know where we have come from. The Chair Jailak, just hold on. Honorable members, you know where we have come from. If the House is experiencing a little peace, it is in the interest of all the members to maintain peaceful discussions of these matters as much as possible. Let us be kind to each other. The Honorable Cheptumo, just hold on. Let the Chair Jailak move. I will allow you. The Honorable Jailak move. I'll give you an opportunity, the Honorable Cheptumo. The Honorable Chair Jailak, proceed.
Chair, the proposal is set out in the order paper, and the proposal we seek is to amend section 31 under clause 19, and is what the leader majority said, that the accounting officer now, the reporting office shall be the registrar, who in turn is oversighted by this parliament.
So you're withdrawing?
So,
Now we're withdrawing. So you are supposed to withdraw that amendment.
Yes, so it is withdrawn. Withdrawn.
Very well. The proposal by the chair, JLAC, stands withdrawn. Therefore, honorable members, I now put the question that clause 19 be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 20.
I propose the question that clause 20 be part of the bill. There are proposals to amend this by the Honorable Silvanus Osoro, the leader of majority, the Honorable Didmas, and the Honorable Mutunga, and the Honorable Cecil Barire. If the proposal to amend by the majority leader is carried, the amendment by the Honorable Aden Duale, the Honorable Didmas, the Honorable John Mutunga, the Honorable Cecil Barire will fall automatically. So we shall begin with the one by the Honorable Osoro, the Honorable Silvanus Osoro.
Honorable Chair, I propose that clause 20 of the bill be amended in paragraph A by deleting the proposed new paragraph DA and substituting therefore the following new paragraph that keep and maintain a register of members of a registered political party, provided that reference to a registered political party shall not include a registered coalition political party. Honorable Chair, you know, going by what has been happening in this House, of course, from the first clause, clause 1 all through to clause 20, you'll notice that the coalition political party has already passed. But there is no such a thing called a corporate list of members of a coalition political party. And that is what we propose, that each political party should maintain their register. There is no such a thing as a corporate register that the coalition political party should have. You will find that perhaps a bigger party, a larger party and a smaller party who perhaps form a coalition will go for a joint nomination. It is important for each political party perhaps to use their own register and not a corporate. If they agree to have a nomination in a certain region, no person from one party will move to the other party to, participate in the nomination, because there is no such a thing as a corporate register of a coalition political party. So what this amendment seeks is to have each party have their own register, because there is no such a thing as a coalition political party. So, Honorable Chair, I beg to move.
Honorable members, allow me to propose the question that clause 20 be amended as proposed by the Honorable Silvanus Osoro. Honorable members, I now put the question that clause 20 be amended as proposed by the Honorable Silvanus Osoro. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The nays have it. The Honorable Dwale, what is out of order?
Chair, I think I humbly request you that the statements made by Honorable Bob Owino must be expunged from the Hansard, and he withdraws and apologizes. I think you forgot to ask that, because you have done that to many members.
The Honorable Simbarati, just relax. The Honorable Babu, just be kind enough to your fellow members. Withdraw that part of the statement which was unparliamentary and fairly harsh.
Honorable Speaker, I don't understand that part. Which part are you asking? Oblivion? Honorable Speaker, as per the definition of oblivion, before I withdraw it, let me define it, then I withdraw it. Oblivion is the entombment or entombment, for those who don't understand, of the unworthy into their own dust of nothingness. So therefore, Honorable Speaker, what should I withdraw there? Okay, I withdraw to suit your ego, the Tanga MPs. For your ego, I withdraw.
The Honorable Babu. Yes, the Honorable Babu. You know there is something to do with humility, and it takes you very far. Yeah, sometimes it's good. But anyway, be that as it may, we shall proceed. There is another amendment. There is the amendment by the leader of majority to clause 20, the leader of majority.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 20 be amended as per the order paper, and this amendment relates to the new paragraph FE by adding the words upon the request and financing of the political party. Basically what it means is that one of the functions of the registrar of political parties will be to train the agents of political parties. But what we are amending is to then say that training will only happen at the request of the political party and then financing, so that it's not a mandatory thing that the registrar must train all agents, to avoid disputes coming in that we were trained wrongly by the registrar or whatever it is. But if the political parties do request and finance it, then it will be okay. So
I propose the question that clause 20 be amended as proposed by the leader of majority. I put the question that clause 20 be amended as proposed by the leader of majority. Will as members of this opinion say aye? Aye. Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. The Honorable Duale. Is the Honorable Duale in the house? Yeah, the next one is by the Honorable Duale. The Honorable Duale, you have a proposal to this clause 20, which I'm allowing you to prosecute. But just hold on. I want to hear what is out of order from the Honorable Jude Nyomo, member for.
Thank you, Bwana Chair. I wanted to request Honorable Duale, on the same spirit that Honorable Babu has withdrawn his remarks, that he should also withdraw the abuses that he sent on our party, Jubilee. And he did. He talked about
the Honorable Duale did.
And other unparliamentary language. On the same breath, Mr. Speaker, there is something that has been happening in this House which I have never seen for the longest time that have been here. There are some people who have been distributing lollipops, and members have been licking lollipops. And some of the behaviors I'm seeing are suspect. Nominee number 1 has been loitering up and down as if he's dazed. So I'm wondering whether these lollipops have some intoxicating effects or what is happening. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
The Honorable Jude Jomo, I will direct the Sergeant at Arms to to investigate the source of these lollipops. But anyway, honorable members, let us, yes, I had promised to give the Honorable Cheptumo an opportunity. The Honorable Cheptumo, just hold on, the Honorable Dwale. The Honorable Cheptumo, proceed.
Mr. Speaker, I listened to Honorable Owino. Mr. Speaker, I don't think that he has actually apologized. I don't think he has done so, Mr. Speaker. He has not. Referring to members of this side as Tangatanga gang. Mr. Speaker, he has to clearly withdraw and apologize.
The Honorable Cheptumo, resume your seat. The Honorable Aden Dwale, proceed.
Thank you, Chair. My amendment has nothing to do with the lollipops. And I have passed that age of lollipop. Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 20 of the bill be amended in paragraph C, A, by deleting the proposed new paragraph FD, and B, by deleting the proposed new paragraph FE. Chair, clause 20 FD and clause 20 FE of the bill provides additional function for the registrar of political parties, which shall be to regulate political party nominations and train election agents. And I want members to listen to me. I am sure you will remember me that you will be victims of this thing. Never was the framers of the Constitution contemplated, and Honorable Otieno Amolo is sitting in the House, that one of the functions of the registrar is to train your agents for party nominations. I am sure the registrar of political parties function was never contemplated to deal with the nomination of parties. Chair, the registrar has no role whatsoever in regulating political party nominations or training of political agents. Chair, as we sit here, political parties have submitted rules of nomination and procedure to IEBC. And IEBC has given each of the many political parties a certificate. And Chair, if you look at the function of the registrar, it's more like a department of IEBC. Already we have subscribed ourselves to IEBC. We have subscribed ourselves to IEBC based on our party constitution. Now, this amendment is trying to create an imperial registrar that will manage even who to train for your agents. She can deny some of you the training. She can deny your key supporters and your family members not to be in that certified register. This falls within, and Mr. Speaker, this function falls within the political party's constitution. And this amendment is trying to confer upon the registrar with such powers that amounts to interference with the democratic space of political parties to conduct their own affairs. Chair, and I want members to listen to me. I mean, I am moving this amendment, by the way, it's not mine. I'm moving on the behalf of the people of Garissa Township, and I don't need to withdraw. But I want members to listen to me, that for the first time in the history of Kenya, political parties are formed from the provision in the Constitution on multipartism. If we can subject ourselves as parties to be regulated by the office of the Registrar of Political Parties, then what was the essence of political parties submitting nomination rules and procedures? Chair, we must listen to each other here. It's not about UDA, it's not about ODM, it's not about KANU. This matter is so serious. Some of you sitting here, you will miss your close diehard supporters in that register. Some of you sitting here, you will miss your family members, including your wife, in that register. We are trying to mortgage. We are trying to mortgage, and we are trying to secede powers that belong to parties, our secretary generals and our chairs, and our party leaders, to an individual. Today, you might be very close to the registrar of political parties. Tomorrow, you will come crying. We must sometimes, and I want to ask members of parliament of the National Assembly, you will be the first victim. Chair, and lastly, I am moving my amendment, so if you don't agree, I have no problem, but I'll go on record. I have warned you. Chair 2, parties should be free to conduct their nominations and chooses and trained persons of their choice as party agents. Hence my amendment to remove these proposed new functions. Since when in the history of this country have we said our party agents? I have been in ODM, I have been in URP, I am in Jubilee on my way to, and I've left the caucus, I am in UDA. Okay? Since when did we ask a registrar to train our party agents? It is there. It is in F, and I'm not saying it is in 20, Honorable Junet. Honorable Junet, read 20 FD and FE of this bill. We cannot allow the registrar to train that. I really want the House to agree with me that you support my amendment, and please let us save political parties from imperial registrar. I beg to move.
I propose the question that clause 20 be amended as proposed by the Honorable Aden Duale. The Honorable Minority Whip.
Chair, first, the amendment that has been proposed by the majority leader has already passed. But secondly, Chair, I don't know that this narrative I am seeing where political parties want to run away from the registrar of political parties. Chair, this office of the political parties registrar was purely created for the purposes of political parties. If that office is not going to regulate, is not going to look at what parties are doing, then we should abolish that office in the first point. We should remove it. And even worse, to make it worse, Chair, that office is independent, Chair. Now, what I am also seeing here, and I've listened keenly to Honorable Duale, is that they are political, Chair, political parties are like membership clubs. You are supposed to have members in your party. So if a party does not have membership, it only has maybe membership of members of parliament. It doesn't have membership of the people, the ordinary people, Chair. Now, how do we call that a political party? Chair, we must bring hygiene, we must bring order to our political parties. Our political parties receive funds from the exchequer. They use public funds to operate here. If we don't make our parties function within the law, Honorable Duale, I don't know why you have not formed your own party venue. You should have formed one by now. Wachana kufata hii UDA. This one belongs to someone. So, Mr. Chair, let us have political parties that make sense in this country, Chair. Mr. Chair, I want to say this last. I want to conclude by saying this. We cannot divorce political parties from the office of the political parties registrar unless we abolish that office of the political parties registrar. Thank you, Chair.
The member for Emuru Dikir.
Chair, I wish also to support Honorable Duale's amendment. Chair, when we talk about the registrar of political parties, it is only a body that is meant to regulate the political